Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Nabila.
Hello everyone and welcome to our Learning Hour webinar. I'm Kunal and I'm excited to be a host today for today's session. Today we have our expert trainer Mr. Morgan and he will be sharing a very interesting topic, Microsoft Power BI, effective data analysis and reporting. During the session, you may ask question in the chat box below. Mr. Morgan will answer the question at end of the session. Without waiting any longer, I hand over the floor to Mr. Morgan. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Kunalan. Okay, a very good morning to everyone who are here. Welcome to our Microsoft Power BI effective data analysis and reporting subject for our NTW. All right. Is the class still going on? Yes, Nurul, Natisha. Okay, the class is still going on. I think you're talking about this class. All right. So I would like to give you all, okay, who are here today, a chance to have a good insight about what Power BI is really is now. Okay. So most of you have heard it before, most probably, but not so sure what is the tools and what is the usage of this. Okay. So I have created some some scenarios for you to see and feel how Power BI can be very helpful for your analysis as well as your reporting. All right. Now, before I go further, there is something that I need to share with you about Power BI. What are the capabilities and what are the what is it? What are the tools that is available? What it can perform? All right. Okay. Now, imagine this. Nowadays, Microsoft's agenda is they are trying to make things easy for the users. Okay, maksud saya is um, we are talking about reporting and analysis. Masa dulu, kalau kita nak buat reporting, you need to do a lot of research. You need to do a lot of manual work. That means, give you a simple example. Let's say we are working in one big company where we have multiple branch. Kita ada dekat 20 branch lah. And let's say your report is submitted, each branch will submit a report menggunakan Microsoft Excel. So end of the day, kamu akan ada 20 file yang berasingan. So from there, you will do your reporting. Now, the amount that it's going to take for you to come out with the reporting is going to be very long because of the 20 files lah kan. Okay, you can macam copy and paste, jadikan semua jadi satu data, then only you can proceed. Tak kisah nak buat chart ke, nak buat VLOOKUP ke, nak buat pivot table ke, everything is time consuming because of the combining of the data. Here, menggunakan Power BI, your data itu dia boleh combinekan dalam sekelip mata. Your reporting can be done very fast. Okay, reporting yang sebelum ini yang ambil masa 5 jam, 6 jam atau hampir 1 hari untuk you complete the report. I assure you, you can complete it within a minute or two. Okay, janji you just tahu dia punya steps lah. Okay, and also dia punya steps yang kita gunakan dalam Power BI is quite easy. That's how Microsoft has evolved lah. Dia orang every time that they're coming up with a new product, they are trying to make it user friendly, even friendlier than before. Sebelum ini pun memang dah friendly, now they put extra friendly, right? So that's how it is lah. You can't hear me. You have to turn audio. Yes, I think they can hear me. Chiang, can you just check on your volume? All right, you just check on your volume. Then we can check and see it. Okay, just give me a nod. Can you hear me or not? Boleh dengar tak? Just want to check. Boleh dengar, ah? Okay, thank you, Hakim. So, for the one, siapa, then I think, so everybody can hear me. Let me put it in the group, Right. Now, let me come back to this. Now, very simple only about Power BI. I won't take much of your time on this. You see, sometimes bila saya dah bagi tadi satu example that we have about 20 files yang kita kena bawa masuk, selepas tu baru kita buat pivot table or whatever report option yang kita ada. Before you even come up with anything like that, you need to do some cleansing. Okay, mungkin kita ada header, kita mungkin ada title of the report dekat bahagian atas. So itu semua kita kena buang, baru you boleh proceed with your analysis, katakan. So that one all is called a clutters lah. Yang itu semua kita kena buang. Sometimes we also have some blank columns. Okay, perasan tak? Sometimes you download some file from any system. Lepas tu dia ada banyak blank rows, ada banyak blank columns. Lepas tu itu semua you kena remove lah. Baru lepas tu you boleh proceed with your charting ke atau your VLOOKUP, anything lah. Alright, so that all is called clutters. Ini Power BI boleh settlekan untuk kita. Our whole objective of the Power BI is kita buat sekali the report. Your report is going to be the same all the time. Whether you do it every week or every month or every 6 months or every year, it's still the same report. Only your data changes. So that's the assumption here. So masa kita buat yang ini, kita tunjukkan dalam Power BI itu sekali macam mana you boleh clearkan all the clutters, all the blank columns, blank rows, unwanted columns. Lepas tu dia dah pandai, dia akan faham. So the next round when you do the report, you tak payah interfere lagi. Power BI will take over from A to Z. Okay, you just need to click one refresh button and your report is done. Okay, so that's how good uh, the things are nowadays. Now, lagi satu dalam Power BI, alright, kita boleh connect our data source, that means your data lah, directly to your server. Okay, so that's the best part lah. Kalau you dapat connect directly to your server, then your data is updated all the time. You tak payah download individually and feed Power BI your data source. Okay, you boleh combine. Tapi yang ini you kena ada bantuan daripada your IT department. Okay, because anything to do with the server, your IT have to help you lah. If they help you, you get connected, then lagi cantik. You no need to interfere at all. Everything that's happening in your company, it's in your palm already. You just need to click the refresh button, your report is done. Whatever report you need can be done. Dan ketiga, visualize data performance with high level visuals dekat sini bermaksud dalam Excel. Okay, now you're talking about Excel. Excel ia digelar sebagai charts. Okay, we call it as charts. Dalam Power BI dia digelar sebagai visuals. That's the only difference. But why they call it as visual? Why they don't call it as charts? Later I show it to you why they call it as visual. Okay, so dia punya visual tu memang high grade. Okay, Excel punya chart cannot come close to Power BI punya chart, visual. Okay, dia canggih sikit. Nanti saya tunjukkan apa kecanggihan dia. Then, of course, when you all have all this information done, okay, all this reporting done, you will focus more on the company's growth rather than taking time on doing reporting. Okay, sebab masa yang diambil untuk buat reporting tu, sometimes it's just time consuming. So it is taking away your precious time. Okay, companies will be expecting their workers, okay, their staff to bring in profits rather than to sit down and do a report. Okay, that's common lah. Right. So bila kita dapat kurangkan that time, then you can focus more on your on bringing income for the company. All right. So that's the whole idea about Power BI. Nowadays, a lot of companies already moving on to Power BI, Power Query. Okay, so yang ini semua adalah area-area yang boleh mempercepatkan decision making. Okay. All right. Now, let's say I give you a simple example dekat sini ya. Let's say you have a data set yang nampak macam ni. Alright, this is the data of your staff, okay, your staff list, your salary, your EPF, and all that is here. Then you can easily convertkan this into this dalam masa seminit atau dua. Okay, it takes you about a minute or two to complete a report that looks like this. Very fast punya. Tak susah macam dulu masa dekat Excel punya chart tu. This one will take time lah kan for us to do. Alright, yang ini lagi cepat. Okay, so this is the one of the report that I've done for the data that I just showed you here lah. Okay, nanti saya akan tunjukkan a different report during my presentation nanti. Okay, now a bit of the Power BI that you all have to understand how it works, dia punya mechanism dia. Power BI is actually another app. Okay, you can download Power BI. Nanti saya tunjukkan macam mana you boleh download. Okay, Power BI is a free app. Okay, it's a free app from Microsoft that you can download and use it for free. Okay, Microsoft tu baik sangat lah. Alright. Now, kita ada dua elemen. Sebenarnya dalam Power BI ada dua elements. Elemen yang pertama, ia digelar sebagai visual. Visual itu saya baru dah explain to you. It is called charts. Okay, so in this one they call it as visuals. And another one is called Power Query. You know, when you do a chart, you must have a data kan. Then only you can create a chart. Without the data, there's no way you can do a chart. So, untuk data punya area, dia punya engine yang support, okay, for your Power BI is Power Query. Dia punya backbone dia. Okay, later during my hands-on, I will explain to you how Power Query will come into Power BI. If you have heard about the Power Query, okay, kalau pernah dengar sebelum ini, Power Query exists in Microsoft Excel. You know, in Microsoft Excel, there is a tool called Power Query. Ada dalam sana. Dalam Power BI pun ada the tool, same tool lah Power Query. So dia digunakan dalam Excel pun dia guna, Power BI pun dia guna. Okay, dia sama saja dia punya penggunaan dia. Alright. Now, these two combination is called Power BI. Dia kena pakai dua-dua baru boleh guna lah. Okay, now if you have a data, okay, your data can be very huge data. Tak kisah berapa besar, that's one thing good. Power BI ni dia mampu untuk manage big data. Big data dekat sini saya bermaksud beratus juta data pun boleh. Dalam Excel kan, if you're an Excel user, you know your maximum number of records yang Excel support is 1 million plus. Betul kan? Dia ada 1 juta lebih aja row dia. Tapi what happens if you have 5 million records yang you nak analyze? Then you have a problem in Excel already. So this is where Power BI will come in. Power BI ni, dia punya cara dia buat analysis tu, dia punya engine dia lain daripada Excel. Lagi powerful. Lagi cepat, lagi powerful, and it doesn't hang. Okay, Excel kebanyakannya bila kita ada dekat rekod dekat 400,000, 500,000 number of records, you nak buat any analysis menggunakan pivot table lah, VLOOKUP kan, you will notice dia akan ambil masa yang lama untuk lengkap atau sometimes dia akan hang. Tengah jalan dia hang. Okay, so it is not so advisable for big data kalau gunakan Excel. Tapi dalam Power BI, your calculations, your reporting is done very easily, very clean. Okay, now my experience is I've tested during my class lah, tested with the participant. Maximum number of records yang kita tested was 2 billion. Okay, I'm talking for 2 billion records. Okay, 2 billion records. Okay, so it went successfully. Dia boleh kerja. Alright, so you imagine lah, memang okay punya. So it doesn't matter what industry you're from, what kind of data that you have, how big is your data, no problem. Power BI can handle it for you. So there's no way you can say limitation when it comes to Power BI. Now, one thing good about Power BI is dia boleh automatically dia boleh baca your data 360 degrees. This is very good. You cakap you nak tengok dia daripada angle atas, dia bagi you daripada angle atas. Daripada bawah, they give you angle daripada bawah. Daripada kiri, give you kiri. Anywhere. You can just keep changing your view. Okay, when the view dekat sini, I'm talking about the data. Okay, then it will just, dalam sekelip mata, dia akan bagi you dia punya view. Okay, I'll explain to you later during my hands-on nanti. What I mean by 360 degrees. All right. And another thing about this is good is insight from any device. Power BI ni, dia punya final report tu, you boleh upload dalam cloud. Okay, when you upload it into a cloud, then anything to do with cloud, you can see it in your phone, you can see it in your tab, laptop, anything lah. As long as you got Wi-Fi, internet, you dah boleh nampak you punya report. There goes all your traditional way of sending emails for your report. Those days sekarang semua kan, maybe now also there is still a practice there where you send your reports menggunakan email. Same report every week, maybe you have to submit the same report lah. Lepas tu hantar email. Tapi sekarang tak perlukan lagi dah. You just update into your Power BI. Your boss dah tahu dah. Dia boleh tengok anytime that he wants on your phone. Even though your boss is traveling around the world. No problem. He got his handphone, he can check the report. You don't need to send an email. He can check whenever he wants. So less red tapes. Okay, you can see how it's all blending. It's making things easier for everyone. Okay, not only for us, including for our higher management pun sama juga. Then also you can do this collaboration across your organization. Sometimes we receive some inquiries, some projects. Di mana we have a group of companies, okay, who like to, especially from the financial part lah. Okay, so bila diorang ada group of companies, the main company nak dapatkan data daripada semua subsidiary, then pump it into one, then they analyze it from there. Okay, you see the data from subsidiary punya company kan, you boleh consolidatekan semua menjadi satu data source, then after that you can break down. So from there, the parent company can see what is the total rental that they have paid, what is the total expense, total salary, okay, total communication, everything you can just analyze it. Totally pun boleh, individual as a subsidiary pun boleh. This is what most of the companies nowadays are looking at lah. okay, with lower investment. Dulu you can ada a specialized person to come and do this for us, which is very costly. But nowadays you can do it in your office itself. Okay, a person who knows about Power BI itself, they can do it for you. All right, so that's how things have been evolved already now. Okay, now this one is just about talking about the format yang dia support Power BI. Power BI ni sampai sekarang I've been doing it for a few years. Sampai sekarang they support any format. I never came across to a format that dia tak boleh support. So tak kisah whether you have a text format, CSV format, ini semua the common one lah. So all the format that I've seen until now, they support, including Google Sheet. Okay, dia boleh linkkan dengan Google Sheet pun boleh. Including any website, any web page yang you nak dia link, yang mungkin ada data pun boleh. Alright, it can come and support in that part. Share data or visual need license. Okay, this one, Leon, to view for ourselves is free. Okay, if you want to share the report with another person in your company, that person also must have a license. So in this case, kalau your intention is to share it with your boss, okay, your boss pun nak tengok, you pun nak upload, then you must have your license. Your boss also must have the license. The license costs about $10, okay, $10 per month per user. Okay, so kalau you nak gunakan untuk kegunaan sendiri atau you nak share your password with your boss, okay. If let's say you have one, you want to share the password with your boss, then it's fine. No problem that way. Or you can save the Power BI punya report punya file, you can email it to them also. Both ways can be done. Okay, so if kalau you nak reduce the costing, you can do that way. All right, no problem. Okay, so that is how you do it lah. Okay, but of course, when you have license, you have more privileges lah. Okay, kalau tak ada, still okay lah. For me, not every company that I train that have license, they think that this is okay enough. They just email to them the Power BI in your fund. Okay, still okay lah. All right, so it all depends on the company whether they are willing to spend a bit on the license part. Okay, now capabilities. Okay, a fast one on the capabilities. Must know all this. You all must know. Then only you will understand what you can do. You can have multiple sheets to be combined. I'm talking about Microsoft Excel file here. If you're from finance, you might have data from bulan January up to bulan December, all separated in a different sheet. Tapi kalau you nak combinekan semua data, you can copy and paste. But here, I will prove it to you later. With a click of a button, your multiple sheets it will be combined. Okay, so that is what you can do. Second, you can also combine data from multiple Excel file. Imagine you got 50 Excel file, you nak combinekan data. You copy and paste 50 file tu, you go crazy, man, by the end of the day. But this one, the filler is very smooth. The filler will combine it for you. You just relax. The filler will do the work for you. How about this? You have multiple sheets in multiple files. Oh, no problem. The filler will do. You just relax. The filler will carry all the data. And end of the day, you will have one data. Okay. And also, this is the best part. If you have a file from different file formats, also no problem. They masih boleh combine. You might have a text file, you might have an Excel file, you might have a DBF file, okay, PDF file, tak kisah. The filler can take the data and combine it all into a single source and give it to you. Boleh, and process it after that. Then also, you can also do a merging from multiple files. Merging dekat sini, you can see the word different here. This one is called a combine. This one is called a merge. Merge ini kalau, I'll give you a simple scenario. Okay, let's say you have two files. You can have multiple I maintain two files. Satu file is list of all the invoices yang you dah issue. With all the details lah, all the complete details, invoices, dia punya value, kepada siapa you issue the invoice, berapa, all that is involved. Then you have file number 2 with the invoice number and also all the paid invoices. Okay, yang file B ni all the paid invoices sahaja. File A is all the invoices you issued. File B is only the file that has all the issue payment yang telah diterima for the invoices. So kalau you nak buat a merging, kalau you nak buat a cross check whether which invoices has been paid, which one has not been received, then of course in kalau gunakan Excel kita boleh gunakan VLOOKUP. So here we call it as merging. You can merge these two files, and Power BI will let you know which invoices yang telah terima bayaran and mana satu lagi masih outstanding lagi. So that's what we call it merge. So the fella can do with multiple files. Let's say you got 100 files, you need to merge. Okay, you need to connect all these 100 files together. Also can, the fella can do it for you. That's also the fella can do it for you. Very less technical. Now, all these things that I'm explaining to you guys, please remove from your head that it's going to be technical because it is not. Okay, dia jangan relate dengan Excel punya cara dengan Power BI punya cara because cara dia buat ini totally different. It is user friendly like what I said and it's less technical. You just need to know what functions to use. You just need to know what is it? What features nak digunakan. Kalau you dapat tangkap itu, you are very good in Power BI. Alright. Now you can also merge. Okay, even though the file is different file formats, no problem. The fella can support. Tak ada hal. You tak payah convert dia punya ni. And during this class, normally my Power BI punya class, I always will make sure that the participants doesn't change their SOP. Okay, XOP dekat sini, let's say when you do a report with multiple department involved, sometimes the data format yang a certain department has might not be suitable. So you kena tukar dia punya format, then only we can proceed kan. So I will tell them, don't do any changes. After the Power BI punya class, I will tell them, jangan buat sebarang perubahan on the data source. Bring your data source macam mana dia berada. Kita boleh tukar dia punya format dalam Power BI. So that in future, that format comes in, Power BI will auto change the format for you. Dia tahu apa nak buat. Okay, this is another beauty of it. You tak payah risau pasal ya data source. Everything is handled for you. All right. Now, so even multiple file format, the fella can support. You can clean your report, like what I said, remove the column that is not needed, remove the row that is not needed, remove the data that is not needed. Everything can be done. The fella will remember it. So the next time the fella will apply the same thing. And lastly, you can also do a calculation in your Power BI. Meaning, what I'm telling you here is you can cover everything that you need in your reporting. Semuanya you boleh settle dalam Power BI and you just enjoy the final product, which is your report. Okay, now I have created some scenarios, okay, for us to see how it really works. Okay, so I'm giving you two scenarios, okay, for you to see and observe and understand how easy it is and how fast is it for us to get the report done. Scenario number satu, we are going to see how if we have multiple sheets dekat macam ni. Okay, I have a file here, one file with three different sheets lah. Okay, you nampak sini kita ada tiga different sheet. Okay, nama sheet itu platform A, platform B, platform C. Okay, the data is the same, date product sales. Dekat sini pun date product sales. Dekat sini pun date product sales. Now, let's say if one of the, ini just for my explanation saja, one of the arrangement, because you might be thinking, do I need to make sure my arrangement is correct or not? Date sales product. Tapi ini dua sheet is date product sales. For Power BI, it's not a problem. Nanti you boleh tukar dia punya aturan. Remember, that's not the keyword I told you. There's not going to be any changes on your SOP. That means that you are not going to change your position. Sebab semuanya boleh kita lakukan dalam Power BI nanti. Very easily you can do the changes. All right. So for now, I'm just going to make it as a default like earlier. So just want to show you that what are the details that we have here. So kita punya kita apa yang kita nak buat kat sini, kita nak bawa masuk data daripada ketiga-tiga sheet ini and buat kita punya Power BI. Kita punya dashboard lah. Alright. So I'm going to open up a Power BI. Now, for the one who doesn't know how to download your Power BI, the Power BI can be downloaded from Microsoft directly. So you can do what? You can just type the word Power BI download. Okay, that's my first one there, Power BI download. The first one itself, make sure you are downloading from Microsoft. Okay, the first one itself is your option for you to download. Ini you boleh buat lepas kelas lah. For now, you just observe my one. So when you click the Power BI, Then you will have here Power BI desktop. You select this. Okay, you select this, which is called Microsoft Power BI desktop. You download the software from there. And for the mobile users, you can also download it. Okay, you can see Power BI mobile. Ini you tak payah download dekat sini lah. You download directly with your phone. Sebab kadang-kadang you nak buat, you nak test how your report looks like on your phone, then you need to download Power BI. So whether you're using iOS or you're using Android, you can just go to your store, download Power BI. You just go and search for Power BI, akan ada app dekat sana. You download directly in your phone. Then what you can do, you can after you log in with your credentials, you boleh nampak you punya report dekat sana. So, nampak cantik dia punya report very very good guys. Even in your mobile lah, cantik dia buat. Okay, dia punya report dalam your mobile. Okay, atau your tab. Should you download the report builder? No need. Uh, tak, tak payah. You just download the Power BI. Okay, report builder semua tak payah. It's all already built in already. Okay, now let me show you a demo here. I'm going to open up my Power BI. Okay, let me do a blank report. That means I'm going to start from the scratch. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I need to import the file that I just showed you. Okay, let me import. Ini during the class, I will show in and out. Okay, during the actual the today's class nanti, so I can give you time for you to practice, give you time how it really works. Okay, for now we only have a 1 hour, so I want you to just feel how fast things can be done. Okay, and what are the capabilities itu yang saya nak tunjukkan kat sini. So let me import the file dulu. Okay, so this is the file I showed you all earlier. Okay, this is the Power BI interface where you are looking at it right now. Okay, now you are already here and ready to import this into your Power BI. Now, dari sinilah, that's where your training will start. Okay, because you gotta ask yourself, what do you want to do? How do you want to do your report? Saya ada dekat sini 3 platform. That means 3 sheets lah kan. Tadi saya dah tunjukkan. But in case that file, suddenly tomorrow I have a new platform, platform D, then what's going to happen? Do you want it to be reflected into your report or no? So you got to ask yourself on this. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get it ready for platform D. In case lah ada sheet baru yang masuk selepas saya punya reporting saya buat sekarang, saya nak dia tarik data itu sekali. So I'm going to select here and I'm going to select transform data and it will insert inside a Power Query. This is what earlier I mentioned to you. Remember Power BI terdiri daripada 2 komponen. Satu is visual, satu lagi is Power Query. This is the Power Query, the data engine. You can see it here, it's written here as Power Query. Dekat atas ni dia tulis sana Power Query Editor. Alright. So during the class, you will learn about the Power Query component a bit, visual a bit. Okay, so I will do about 40% on the Power Query, 60% on the visual part. Because Power Query itself is a big topic itself. Okay, so dalam Excel pun ada Power Query, dalam Power BI pun ada Power Query. So kalau you dah belajar ini dalam Power BI, dalam Excel pun you boleh gunakan. Alright, so let me just show you what I'm going to do. My intention is to combine everything into one data source then. Alright, so I need these 2 info. Okay, so this is the data. Okay, yang ada. Kalau you nampak dekat sini ya, let me scroll down. This is all known as platform A. Biar saya scroll sampai bawah. Do you see now it's known as platform B? You know what has happened? Dia dah now platform C. Dia dah ambil data daripada ketiga-tiga sheet just by clicking of a mouse, not even copy and paste. Okay, it's already inserted here already. Now let me rename the headers. Okay, let me rename the headers. Alright. Don't worry about all these movements. Just concentrate on the output, guys. Okay, itu yang paling penting. So I've already done this part. Did I combine semua? Now before I push it back to Power BI. Ini Power BI kan? Push it back to Power BI. Okay, so I make sure everything is cantik. So I'm going to close and apply sebab saya nak dia masuk dalam kita punya Power BI. Wait for a while, wait for a few seconds. The file will process and it will bring into this area. So that means dia dah successfully masukkan data itu dekat sini. Alright, so the engine part dah settle. Kita dah berjaya bawa masuk. Sekarang the visual part. Okay, kita nak create the visual. Okay, ini adalah visual yang nampak agak sama macam kita punya Excel file, tapi dia punya kelakuan dia lain daripada Excel punya. Let me show it to you. Let me select, let's say, area chart dekat sini. You see how it works. Okay, area chart. This is what you got to learn, because cara nak buat dia punya setting untuk chart dalam Excel and Power BI is 100% different. It works totally different way. So you need to know how to configure them. Now for this, okay, so this is all my header. Maybe for this, I put my product as my x-axis, sales as my y-axis, and I will get a chart that looks like this. Okay, now lagi satu, saya nak masukkan a funnel chart. Okay, this is a funnel chart. Let's say this funnel chart, I put a platform and a sales. Do you see that these are the data from all the three? Yeah, okay, all the three. Okay, platform A berapa, C was the second one, platform B is the lowest one. Okay, now another thing kalau kita nak improvise, let me put a card. I click the sales. Now this is giving me what is the total sales at the total cost for this whole data, 488K. That's what it means. All right. Now the best part of this, right now you are looking at all the data that belongs to totality again. Tapi kalau saya nak a specific month, ini totality ya, sebab kita ada data untuk 2023 from Jan until December. But if you want to analyze your data according to certain quarters, let's say you want to maintain it as quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four. Now look at the magic. I have one visual dekat sini, which is called a slicer. Slicer, yes, in Excel also got slicer, in here also got slicer. So dia punya peranan dia sama sajalah. Okay, I put a date here. Okay, let me, right now it is working as a slider. I'm going to change this into quarter. Then you will have here the quarter. Okay, I show it here. Dia akan ada quarter macam ni. Now, you see here, quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four. That means it is showing you the, the costing that I've incurred according to the quarter selection. And you think you perasan tak? I did not do any connection within all these visuals. Tapi as a default, it knows how to show the differences. Okay, how to filter the information according to the selection that you have already done here. Okay, you click saja, semua data yang ada dekat sini, visual ini, visual ini, visual ini, semuanya adalah quarter 2 punya info. This is what I mentioned earlier. Remember, I showed you, say, 360 degrees. This is what it means. Tanpa kita buat any connection, any connectivity, dia tahu macam mana nak baca dia punya data. So it gives you accordingly. There's no technical involved. The fella will know what it can do. Our job is just to bring in the visual yang kita nak and do it. Of course, the changes of the colors of your visual semua boleh buat. Tak ada hal. Itu semua a piece of cake. Don't worry about it. Just understand the logic, how it can work very easily. Okay, so there's many things we can do. Now let's do a testing dekat sini. Now, visual yang tadi saya dah beritahu, visual dalam Power BI is totally different than Excel. I tell you why. Kalaulah saya pergi select dekat sini, it means I'm selecting directly in the visual. I'm going to select platform A. It shows here 23, 235, 231,000. I click dekat sana. Semua data yang dia tunjuk dekat sini is all platform A punya visual. If I put here C, this is C. If I put that B, this is B. That means that you can click on the visual itself, semuanya akan tukar. Okay, even the visual can talk. Not only the slicer, even the visual. So you boleh click mana-mana part of the visual. Okay, mana-mana part of the visual you can click. All right, it will change. Okay, it will change. Right now, I just putting satu dua slicer saja. Kalau you ada banyak, for example, let me put a pie chart, platform and sales. Okay, you can see when I click, 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 pie chart pun semua boleh tukar, tak ada hal je. Okay, you can see it like this is what I meant, 360 degrees. Very fast, very easy. Now, let's do a testing. Bila dah ada all this info, then besok kita ada a new sheet, platform D. Kita nak tengok dia boleh auto tak capture. Let me do a try. Okay, I do a fast testing dekat sini ya. Okay, so saya dapat masuk platform D. Okay, so platform D. Let me just bring some data here. I just take some data from here lah. First one. Let's assume this is platform D. So dah tambah satu sheet baru. Okay, so let's see what happens here. So that was the data for platform D dah masuk dah. So let me click refresh. Kat sini ada button refresh. Let's see whether dia dapat tak. Beautiful. You see your platform D is in already. It's inside everywhere. It's inside here also. It will be inside here as well. So all your visuals yang ada dalam report ini, it's updated with the new data from the new sheet, which is called platform D. No copy and paste involved. All right. So this is the beauty of Power BI. Di mana any changes of the data, it will change here. Including kalau you nak remove, okay, let's say you remove this, if you remove back this one, let's say if I delete this sheet, if I delete, I save, will it impact, will it give error tak dekat sini? Let's find out. Let me refresh. No problem. It's just processing it. Now, why I'm showing you this is, you know how Power BI works or not? It didn't, I want you to realize this, it didn't load the data into Power BI. Okay, dia tak load dekat Power BI tau. Apa yang dia buat is, dia akan setiap kali you click the refresh, dia akan masuk dalam file itu and go and see what are the available data and it will update here. Every time you need refresh. So if there's going to be any new sheet pun dia akan update. Kalau you dah delete any new one, old one also dia akan update. So dia akan buat dia punya reprocessing again and again. Dia bukan sekali dah buat stagnant macam tu, tak ada. So it will go back to your data source and will do it. It doesn't store the data source inside Power BI, no way. It will still take it from your source, which is very good. Okay, trust me, it's very good. It's better that way rather than you just store dekat Power BI. Kalau tidak, you will have a lot of headache dekat sana. So this is the beauty of Power BI, guys. Alright, dia akan selalu masuk dalam dia punya source and ambil data daripada sana. And of course, you can do much more things lah. Okay, banyak lagi visuals yang ada kat sini. You nak masukkan map pun boleh. If let's say you want to know how's your sales according to the Malaysia map, boleh, dia boleh plot according to the Malaysia map pun boleh. Alright, we don't have much of a time, but just for you to understand, everything is possible. Okay, let me show you one more last scenario. Scenario yang kedua pula yang kita ada, how if I have multiple files? Here, I have file from Portland, San Francisco, and Seattle. Okay, ada 3 branches lah. Dalam folder ini, saya ada satu branch. Okay, I'm going to create a solution di mana bila saya masukkan any Excel file, for the report lah, dalam folder ni, saya nak Power BI masuk dalam folder ni and tarik all the files that's available here. And of course, show it into my report lah. Okay, so you can do that as well. Remember, the scenario here is multiple files. Earlier was one file with multiple sheets. Sekarang let's see what happens. Sebelum you import, you kena dah bagi tahu dah Power BI whether you are going to create a folder punya solution or a single file punya solution. Tadi kita ambil a single file punya solution. Sekarang saya kena ambil the folder solution. So I gotta go to the get data here. Option there is inside the more folder. Okay, that is your solution because I want to create a folder where all the Excel file will be inside here. I want you to process it. Okay, so that's what it means. Okay, let me browse to the folder. So now I'm telling to Power BI, I'm going to work on this folder lah. Okay, let me go to Power Query after this. So again, it will come to Power Query. Anything, tak kisah what scenario you're using, multiple file ke, merging ke, combine ke, whatever lah. The whole data is supported by Power Query. So dekat sini, let me remove. Okay, let me do the cleansing first. Okay, ini akan nampak lain sikit, nampak rumit sikit sebab it is working with multiple files. Normally multiple files will work like it comes out like this, like the folder one. Okay, but it's when you come for the class, then I will show you the standard because the standard SOP macam mana nak buat dia punya settings there. And it's going to be the same. Most of my classes, the students, the second day, dia dah biasa dengan dia punya steps dah. Okay, for the first time might be a bit scary to see. Bukan nampak macam terlalu canggih sangat, tapi tak ada. The steps are repeating the same again and again and again. All right, let me just do the thing. Let me do the cleansing first lah. Okay, so cleansing. So this is how it looks like for Tacoma. Dalam folder tadi tu hanya ada satu file for Tacoma. Yang lain semua dia ada dekat sheet yang lain. Dalam folder yang lain tadi. Sorry ya. So I just working with one file sekarang. Let me just. I can automatically jadikan ini sebagai my header. Right now my header is this. Okay, I have a selection here. Select says use first row as header. Di mana Power Query akan automatically tolak the first row sebagai header. Okay, done. So let's say this is how you do it. And the tab. Okay, so I've already done what I'm supposed to do it here. Now let me just close and apply. Give it a one. Okay, let me put some visual. Let me put a bar visual here. City and sales. Okay, right now I only will have one sebab ada satu file kat sana. Let's see what happens. Then second one, let me put chart one. Okay, let me put a funnel chart also. Let me put city and sales. Then let me put a column chart. Let's see date and sales. Okay, so this is the sales lah. Yang formatting semua, just keep it first. Okay, formatting semua masa kelas nanti kita akan belajar lah. Okay, for now just fahamkan dia punya logic dan cukup kan. Okay, let's say this is the one that I've created. Now, this is for one file saja kan. What happens if I bring in all these three? Okay, let's say in my report saya perlukan semua ni. So, saya tak buka pun file ni sebab dia punya kandungan dia sama je lah. Tapi just dia from a different branch. Let me just copy and masukkan dalam folder yang saya baru dedicate untuk my Power BI. I just copy and paste tanpa buka. Let's see whether it can upgrade previously tak. This is your okay, this is your sales sekarang untuk Tacoma sahaja. Tapi bila saya refresh, I had another few more files dekat sana. And you see that it captures the data from all the other files as well. Tanpa buka pun dah. Tanpa copy and paste pun, dia akan buat untuk kita. Alright, it will do it for you. Okay, so it can do wonders. You just watch. I given you two simple example. Okay, itu pun for some hours might look so like very good already, right? Tapi imagine there is so many hidden things that you can actually do. Banyak lagi benda yang kita boleh buat. Okay, which make our life so easy. Okay, so like what I said, you got no kalau this is the report that you need to submit to your boss every week, then no worries. You just need to just work around with the file saja. Just masukkan saja. Kalau you tak nak masukkan any details in the report, for example, let's say I only want to go for Portland and Tacoma and Seattle. Okay, atau Portland and San Francisco. Saya tak nak ini dua. Boleh aja. You can just delete these two. Okay, let me just put it outside. Okay, delete these two. Saya nak Portland dengan San Francisco punya report saja. You just remove the unwanted file. Come and refresh it here. Let's wait and see whether we can produce that or not. There you go. So this is a report that you are seeing. The filler will went and process. It went to the folder. Dia tengok apa-apa file that is available and it processes it. Okay, you see the algorithm, memang cantik, memang bagus, memang senang. It processes it that way. It will only process the file that is available in that folder. But of course, there's a lot of do and don'ts in Power BI. Then during the class, I will share with you everything about Power BI punya ni. So you just follow, you will succeed. Okay, dua hari punya class is good enough for you to know about Power BI, and you will jump straight away and you know how to do it in your data selepas tu. And if you notice, I did not use any formula. I was just using my mouse. That's what I wanted you all to realize. Just by using the mouse and the selection yang ada kat sana tu, dah mencukupi dah. Okay, of course, during the class, I will show you if you want to have a formula, how to do it. Even the formula also, dalam Power BI tu, you can use your mouse to finish it also. Most of the formulas lah, unless you want to do some complex formulas, then of course, yes. But other than that, most of the formulas yang kita boleh buat tu, with the mouse itself, yes. You can just finish it just by clicking your mouse. Okay, so that's how easy Power BI is. Okay, do you have any question here, guys? Any part that you want me to explain dia punya algorithm dia ke atau dia punya logic dia ke. You want me to recap for you anything or re-explain to you anything? Let me know. I will love to share with you again.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Morgan, for great sharing. Okay, let's wait for a moment for collect the questions, sir.
Sure, sure, no problem. Can we commit data for other department like account, HR, or what? No problem. Tuliza, boleh, no problem. Walaupun dia orang punya report punya format tak sama, okay, sometimes the data structure tak sama pun tak ada masalah, no problem. Can. You can. No problem. For 1 year, no problem. Even you can bring in for 50 tahun punya data pun boleh, tak ada halnya. The recording, uh, uh, Kunalan, there is a question about the recording. Maybe you can answer them. And this one is not a trial, Salmia. Power BI desktop ni bukan trial, eh. Hanya kalau kita nak opt for, that's not I was explaining to you about sharing this file to this report to another person menggunakan cloud. Okay, hanya menggunakan cloud, then you have to have a license. Other than that, tak payah. Uh, can we have subsequent changes to the, what if you have subsequent changes to the, no problem, Chiang. That is not an issue at all if there's going to be any changes to the data source. If you're talking about the structure, then what I'm understanding from here, Chong, is you are asking me the subsequent changes to the data source means maybe there is new data that's been added. No problem at all, if that's what you're asking. If you're going to tell, if there's going to be some new columns that you are inserting, then you have to redo back again. Because dah tukar kan. Okay, sebelum ni mungkin kita ada 10 kolom saja. Tiba-tiba sekarang dah ada 15 kolom. Then, of course, you want to bring in another 5 column inside, then you have to redo back again. Okay, Diana, your source is Azure. That means your source is from online. So when your ETL, that means when you are extracting, you extract directly from here lah. Okay, dari kamu ni, you bagi tahu dia punya source dekat mana. Okay, you can go here. There's a lot of source here. Okay, you see what source you have here. Okay, okay, so I don't have a Azure account, so you will be able to do it from here. Okay, so from there, then if you're using your SQL database, then you just select the SQL, then use the credentials, and you go from there. But if you ask me, means if you're using like um SQL database, okay, kepada siapa yang gunakan SQL database macam tu, SQL atau any databases lah, every system got database that. Saya syorkan you create a temporary table uh, inside that database. For example, if you're using SQL, because I've used a SQL product before, so I'm not so sure like Oracle saya tak pernah gunakan. So like the SQL saya pernah gunakan. Like SQL, if I want to create a temporary table, we call it as view. Okay, we call it as view. Okay, so I can create views. Then I can connect my Power BI into these views. So the end data source, I will take it from the views rather than me taking from the active tables. Sebab active tables sometimes akan ada berjuta-juta data. You still can connect, not a problem. But since you are taking data from the server kan, why you want to uh, give banyak kerja untuk Power BI? Sebab server punya data management is much faster. Sebab normally our server will have a very huge system lah kan, dia punya processor laju, dia punya RAM lagi tinggi. So kita bagi dia kanan lah. So let's take the data source from there. That will be a better solution. Boleh. Juliza boleh boleh untuk personal, no problem. It is forever, no issue. Salmia, that means we cannot share our report to others, only ourselves. If you want to share, of course, there's few ways of us sharing lah. Salah satu way of us sharing is kita file, kita save as. So let's say I save it as one file name lah. Let's say I save it as uh, NTW test. We put it under desktop. Okay, let's say I've already saved this file. So this file, so this is my file. This is the file I just saved lah. So you emailkan lah file ni kepada your HOD. Okay, that way can share, no problem. Tapi HOD kena make sure dia pun ada Power BI lah dalam dia punya sistem. So dia boleh buka. So ini salah satu cara you boleh share reports. Tapi kalau you rasa ini leceh sangat, you prefer, bos saya dah buat lah, boleh check dengan yang punya handphone tak? The report is ready or not? Then you must have license lah. If I change my source file name, the PBI will not able to find it. No problem. It doesn't work by the name, Leong. It doesn't work by the name. Why I'm telling you that is because earlier also when I did my report here, okay, it all has different name. So it doesn't work like that. Only if you are working with individual file, okay, if it is individual file also, then you rename it, then you will then of course yes, individual file yes. But it's very easy, okay. But it doesn't mean that it will give you an error, Okay, it doesn't mean you give you an error. Let's say you renamed it to a different name. The fella will just say, I can't find this file. But what you can do, Master Yuda, okay, once you have already done it, let's say you already rename it, then after that some error is coming out because it's telling you that I can't find this file. Then what you do, tak payah buat balik. You can just go back to your data source settings dekat sini. Okay, you can see there's a transform data source setting. You go and select change source. When you select change source, then it will give you an option for you to browse what is the new file name. Just browse it, work done. You don't need to redo the step. You are just going to tell where's the new source. It is like that. Problem solved. How to add additional for example, we have data for month one until month later on that. You just insert the new you just insert the new sheet. What I did here is this is my platform. You just need to insert okay a new sheet and the new data lah. That's all. But of course, there's a way how to do this, guys. Okay, because di punya steps itu dia ada banyak what is it options. Whether do you want to consider a new sheet or do you only want to do you want to concentrate only these three sheets? Kalau sheet baru masuk, you tak nak dia ambil record tu, saya boleh buat. Kalau you nak dia masukkan sheet 4 punya record pun kita boleh buat. So you kena bagi tahu dia macam mana you kena buat. So there's many scenarios for that. Okay, so it's many scenarios. So during the class today, I can explain to you in more detail when to select and how to select. Then only you will understand. Okay, sebab takut sometimes you only want A, B, and C, three sheets. Any new sheet comes in, you tak nak dia kacau. Okay, so the selection part is quite crucial. Okay, so okay, then we can I can show you inside. Okay, no problem. Wait, let me show you. Okay, if we have updated the Excel file, we need to add a file. If we have updated the Excel file, we need to add on that file again. No need. It all depends on your, kalau let's say, depending on your solution. Let's say kalau kita tengah buat satu file, okay, let's say Hakim, kita ada satu file, lepas tu kita update file itu, the single file itu, no problem. You just datang dekat Power BI and refresh. You just update saja. You nak delete ke, you nak tambah masuk new record ke, just tambah aja atau delete aja. Come back to your Power BI and refresh. Apa data yang ada masa tu, dia akan update and give you. Okay, that's how it works. So tak payah redo back again. Diana, yang ini, of course, when you are uploading, it gives you options for workspace kan. You can create your own workspace. Okay, you can go to your uh, to your to your web, okay, to your account, and you create your directories lah. In under the workspace, kita boleh select. You can create multiple subfolders, okay, sub workspace lah. So masa you tengah upload, you bagi dia tahu lah mana satu workspace yang you nak upload this one. So you can then you can share only that lah. Sebab the main one is workspace. You can create some sub workspace dekat sana. You right click and see they ada option for you to rename a new workspace. So dia akan masuk under the sub workspace. Then you can upload dalam sana. Okay, Diana. Dalam you punya account tu dia ada option for you to create sub workspaces. Okay, so you can take it from there. Okay, very good questions. Okay, nice to hear questions. Okay, all right. So I hope that I've given you some idea. Kalau ada soalan lagi boleh tanya, no problem. No problem, Liza. My pleasure. With report with my team members, this session, this is what I meant earlier. It all depends on your license. If you want to collaborate, you must have license. So all your HODs or all your departments or your team members must have license. Then only you all can see your report without sharing manually. Okay, so if you want to collaborate, you got your own report, you got your own report, you got your own report, you want to collaborate that way, then all of you must have a license. Then counting, no problem. No problem, Fitri. Any other question, guys? The licensing part for the companies who wish to engage, I will advise you jangan beli dulu because bila you create an account, right? Microsoft will give you 2 months free trial. So jangan semangat sangat pergi on your trial immediately lah kan. Kita masih tengah buat testing. You buat testing in and out dulu, you dah comfortable on all the play with the thing, then only you go on your trial untuk 60 hari. Masa 60 hari itu, you mungkin ada few other colleagues yang you nak share kan. Tengok macam mana, is it okay or not? Does it help you or not? If it helps, then maybe you can talk to your company and yes, say, okay, this one can save us the time. Then your HOD can see, your big boss can see. Then maybe you can convince them. So you are given 2 months. So get used to your Power BI first, then only you go and initiate your free trial. Okay? Okay, guys, thank you so much. Okay, thank you for your Friday. Okay, hope you have given you some good insight how Power BI really works and what are the potential. Ada banyak lagi lah. Okay, don't worry about it. No problem, Nabila. All right, thank you, Vira. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Okay, have a good lunch later. All right, hope to see you again. No problem, Liang.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Bye. You're welcome.
Okay, the recorded session will be except for YouTube, YouTube, which is Excel Academy.
For the question of the 365, sorry, there's one question, Riza. It all depends on your license. You can masukkan 365 dalam your punya license. Nowadays, a lot of corporate license comes with 365 already.
Okay, for our upcoming courses for June is Microsoft Power BI, Microsoft Power Query, next, Microsoft Excel Data Analytics and Visualization, AI tools for content creation marketing, ChatGPT and AI tools mastery, Canva Design Bootcamp, CapCut for video marketing, digital marketing masterclass, social media marketing, digital marketing and professional. which is you guys can interested in these courses, you may contact us by for our sales teams. Thank you and have a good day.
Okay, Tanya. Bye. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, have a good weekend. Thank you, everybody. Bye.